Okay, we're back with more Evans Remains. So let's see what we can do here. How does this work here? I don't know what happened here. Okay. I don't think this is how this works. What is happening here? Oh, I see what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay. No, I have no idea. Let's see what the walkthrough says. Jump on 1, then onto 2, and then 2 again, and then 3. Jump back to 2. Drop to the ground and jump on 1. Jump on 2. And then onto 3. Okay. While activating from 2, make a careful long jump onto 4. Okay. 5, and then green pillar. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Now it looks like it's doing these again. What? Stops to write something. It's kind of cruel that they make you do it again. I mean, for people like me who played it already. Oh, now it's speeding through. Okay, then what? I guess it's time. Let's see. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will be eternal he who looks for eternity. Because the same man who on this land all ego abandons will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever. My endless true eternity. What? What the hell is that supposed to mean? That it doesn't exist? Nah, I must have read it wrong. Eternal is not, nor will become, meaning lacks. What am I supposed to do? Clover. Please don't die. Aww. Sadness. See, Vincent? I don't know what kind of fool you take me for, but you don't need to be a genius to realize you're hiding from something. And if I win, I want you to go back and face it. Okay. Hello? I was wondering if we could meet, please. Huh? Who is this? It's me. Who? You've got to be kidding me. Vincent, is that you? I'm not gonna lie here, I was pretty sure you were dead. At this point I know you probably hate me, but I really need to talk to you. We're talking right now, aren't we? Face to face. I want us to settle this once and for all. Where are you? Write down the following coordinates. Okay, and don't worry, it's a safe place. Should I come alone, or can I bring someone? Are they trustworthy? He's my right-hand man. I suppose that's no problem. Who is he bringing? Well, by God, what do we have here? If it ain't the prodigy, The most brilliant and promising mind the world has ever known. He who will guide humanity to a better world. Are you done? Have you been here all this time? What the heck is this place? Anyway, you're gonna tell me why you brought me here? Nicola's waiting for me on the other side. I want to reveal the truth to the world. He's laughing hard. Oh, you were serious? Let me get this straight, Vincent. You're returning to me what is mine? That's the least an author can demand, right? After all these years, you just show up all of a sudden and you dying to do what you should have done from the start. Were you expecting a prize or something? Dude, you're something else, alright. You're still acting like I'm the one responsible for all this. Like I was the only Evan. You were as much part of this as me. Why then was revealing the truth my responsibility? What was stopping you? You could have spoken up at any time, but you kept quiet. You did exactly the same thing I did. You want to know the teeny little difference, my old friend? You were the face. Let me ask you something. What do you think would happen if Andre Ager decides to reveal the truth to the world? Just be one of those tabloids where an ex-employee from Area 51 reveals top-secret info. No matter how plausible the testimony, the man never has proof. People don't believe him. Is it because he's lying? Most likely. But in many cases, it's the other way around. Of course, the government won't keep files in his name. And of course, they'd scrub every last shred of evidence suggesting he ever worked there. The absence of proof paradoxically becomes the proof. I'm not lying. I did work there. But they erased all the files and then my memories. Ring any bells? My name doesn't mean anything. However, if Mr. Evan Goldstein himself comes out and says something, that's a different story. And you know how people love faces. The story of the poor orphan kid who becomes a brilliant millionaire and wins everybody's heart. They don't seem to realize they've been told the same old story over and over again. And still they always fall for it. I'm sure they would believe any nonsense that comes out of your mouth. We're doomed as a species, no doubt about it. I may be more Evan than you, but as far as people are concerned, you, and only you, are Evan. That is why, my friend, the responsibility was on your shoulders. But instead, you just ran away. You ran away, taking everything that should have been mine. Seems you weren't so upset with what they created after all. Do you think I enjoyed doing that? Do you think I had a good time seeing you like that? Do you think I didn't feel this like the scum of the earth? Do you have the slightest clue the hell I've been through since then? Why do you think I ran away? I couldn't take being a part of that anymore. You could have talked to me. We could have found a way. Why do you think I brought you here? I know I should have done it sooner, but I couldn't, Andre. I couldn't. They were keeping an eye on me more than you. I was the public figure after all. And I was so little I could barely understand what was going on. I didn't know who to call for help. I didn't have anyone. They kept me alone and locked away. I was so scared. And that's about to change. Don't you get it, Andre? It was never about us. I'm not your enemy, nor are you mine. We've got one enemy in common. The ones who put us through all of this. The ones who created Evan. And I'm sure they also wanted this. To separate us. To sow resentment between us. To keep us silent. To keep us alone against the world. This is what they always wanted. Are you going to keep doing what they want? I didn't bring you here to keep fighting. So what do you plan to do? Hold some press conference and spit everything out? Do you think that scenario ends with you alive and breathing? They'll chase you forever. You know how that ends. I know, and I don't care. I've got nothing left to lose. Don't worry, I won't mention you. What the hell? Toss my name in too. What? We're going to sync upbring. We need to... we have to do it right. I'm in. Whatever it takes to tear them apart. Though they're so large, it might not make any difference. Andre, I guess I'm not the only one who's changed. What I'm trying to say here is, for all the pain I've caused, I just wanted to say that from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I thought those words would never come out of your mouth. Are you feeling okay? Do you go to some spiritual retreat and find yourself? Seriously, where the hell are we? Well, actually, it's a long story. I think we've exhausted Nicola's patience as well. Well, alright. I'm sorry to say it really is a very long story. So I'd settle in. Alright. I came here because it's believed that this island keeps the secret of eternal life. See that line of monoliths that goes all along the seashore? They're hieroglyphs and... Wait, I know this story. You do? Years ago I heard rumors about an upbringing having a secret base in a place like this. The bastards are everywhere, huh? I didn't believe it then. Me neither, but in any case, the immortality thing is a lie. I just finished translating all the monoliths. It's obvious it's a lie. I'm surprised you fell for something like that. Any ideas? Should I have some? Or no, I just hoped you'd come up with something. You're the genius after all. Everybody seems to believe that genius and magician are the same thing. I can't perform any miracles, Vincent. So there's nothing we can do? Just joking, I'm not being completely honest with you. I can perform miracles and I do have ideas. Really? Though it doesn't mean you're going to like what I'm going to suggest. I guess it's better than nothing. I'm all ears. What does the message say? Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who on this land all ego abandons. Will know the search of it meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever. And my endless true eternity. It's perfect. But somewhat long, don't you think? We could make some changes. Changes? We can modify the message. What for? And how the heck do you expect us to rewrite them? I don't speak ancient hieroglyph puzzle. I didn't say anything about rewriting them. Wait here. Is he gonna knock some down, I wonder? Okay. Vincent, come here. What is he up to? Look at this. You opened a portal on top of the monolith that leads to the same monolith? You weren't paying attention, were you? Look closer. It's different. Did you exchange them? The one from our left is now to our right, and vice versa. Andre, just what are you up to? I was wondering if it would be difficult to form a new message based on the original. And as soon as you read it to me, I realized it wouldn't be. We just exchange some monoliths and repeat others. Indeed, something totally different could be achieved, with a message somewhat opposite than the original. Eternal as the sun, our sacred place is not, nor will become eternal he who looks for eternity, because the same man who on this land all ego abandons will know the search of it, meaning lacks. Only consciousness was and is forever my endless true eternity. This one's the original, right? 46 monoliths, 46 words. But I propose the following. Oh, it cuts it down quite a bit. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless true eternity. 28 monoliths, 28 words. Notice that I'm only changing the order of some words or repeating them. And finally, I discard the unnecessary ones. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become he who not abandons our sacred place, because only on this land the same man is forever, endless true eternity. I still don't get why we would want to do that. Look, I've got an idea. Why don't you let me do the talking and you keep your questions for the end? Go on. Your friend Clover, right? What is that he wants the most above all things? To not die? Vincent, you really suck at this. Based on your descriptions, Clover only cares about one thing, his sister. It doesn't matter if he saves himself or not. He just cares about saving Dices. And what we could do is give him precisely that. Or more accurately, we can make him believe that. I'm going to tell you this now. We can't save him, neither him nor her. They're on death's doorstep already. There's nothing we can But we can make him believe the opposite. Imagine the following scenario. You go back to Clover's house with the notebook in your hands. You tell him, Clover, it's real, the legend is real. You give him the notebook and you tell him to come here for the artifact. You offer to take care of Dices in the meantime. Clover, filled with hope, heads to the island, and he starts to decipher the message, monolith after monolith. Remember, though, that this isn't the original message, but ours. Anyways, during this journey, Clover discovers someone else was also sent to this island. It's a girl who's also looking for something here. This girl decides to join him in his search, and they become close. Clover completes the message. He learns that the whole island is the artifact, and that immortality is granted by the island from the moment you step on its shores. A bit of disappointment sinks into Clover, now that he knows the artifact is not something he could take home to Dices. But suddenly, the girl comes up with the theory that it wasn't immortality that the island granted, but rather that the island exists outside of time as we know it. Time doesn't pass normally on the island, and as a result, hours, days, months, and years didn't pass as usual there, making everything and everyone on it unaging, immortal, and eternal. That's when the girl also discovers that she's actually Dices, Clover's sister, who had been sent by you. Due to the temporary gap that was generated, because remember, Clover arrived first, Dices was able to reach his age outside the island and then head here years later. Clover obviously doesn't notice that span of years because he was on the island the whole time. In any case, getting back to the story, and just when Clover thought everything was lost, he realizes that what he's been looking for has been right in front of him the whole time. Dices also reveals that she was never sick in the first place. Clover, seeing that his sister has grown and lived a good life, that she's alright, and that they can still keep seeing each other as long as he stays here, he becomes happy. All of his worries vanish, a smile spreads across his face. He decides to stay and live on the island, to postpone his death forever. The following days are happy, they're perfect. Dices visits him from time to time, until the day comes when Clover eventually dies. But he dies believing everything. He dies happy. It's beautiful, fantastic. The audience cries, laughs, cue the applause. What do you think? It all just came to me. Brilliant, isn't it? As if it was the ending of some emotional video game. Oh my goodness. It's the most twisted thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I believe you. I knew you wouldn't like it. You never like my ideas. Just listen to what you're saying. It's absurd. Vincent, look at this damn place. Eternal life, an ancient civilization, a message engraved on monoliths. Don't you think it's already absurd enough? Do you really think adding more extra details would make it less believable? Isn't this what you wanted? Doing something for him? Maybe we can't avoid leaving this world. We can at least direct how he leaves it. Giving him a worthy end, full of adventure and emotion, and die believing a lie. Look, Vincent, I'm sure that today somebody died believing you're a genius. It was their truth their whole life. The truth only ceases to be true when you find out it's a lie. And Clover will never find out. Although it won't be the truth for us, it'll be for him. Even though if that truth just lasts and why are all these words so big? Ephemeral moment. You could decorate as much as you like. A lie is a lie. It's not right. It doesn't feel right. I want to believe everybody deserves a happy ending. And suddenly that's not right. Our whole lives were a lie. What's the difference? Do you want to do something for Clover or not? Didn't you say you'd do anything for him? Let me recall. What was the other option? Oh yeah, leave him to die at home with the baby who also dies. In absolute solitude. But anyway, I'm not going to judge you. It's your decision after all. Where are you going? Are we going to join poor Clover on his final days? Time passes while we ponder. Wait. Yes? The message. Your message is shorter than the original. What are you going to do with the remaining monoliths? You'd be surprised at all the problems that high-powered explosives can solve. You're going to blow them up? What? Afraid someone's going to hear us? We're in the middle of nowhere. The girl. Who's the girl? Who's Dices? An actress? No idea. We'll find someone. Promise me. Promise me whoever she is. If she agrees with all this, let her know all the details. I promise. Andre, do you really believe something like this could work out? I don't have the slightest idea. But you know how much I indulge making an idea come true when it takes hold of me? I hope you know what you're doing. Tell me how I can help. Oh, no. Leave it to me. I'll take care of this all. I'll take care of all the island business. To make sure I convince Clover to come here and to take care of the baby. And when this is all over, we'll bring down Upbring. Together like old times. You can trust me. But then, of course, it turns out that she's fine. Or so I'm coming to believe. Where am I? These sheets. I'm not at home, but I feel like I am. My head hurts. I don't know how I got here. The last thing I remember is doing that whole act in front of Clover. Oh, she is faking it. Clover, I need to see if he's alright. Oh, that's really sad. So much light. Okay. Oh, funeral. You know, Clover, I always thought I had everything. Everything anybody could ever want. Money, fame, power. Funny thing is, when I disappeared, no one really cared. It was all over the news, sure, but there wasn't anyone genuinely worried about me. No one was wondering if I was okay. And honestly, I don't blame them. But it was when I asked the neighbors about you that I realized that actually I never had anything. Rest in peace, friend. Rest in peace, Dices. Well, that's sad. He tricked them, but it's nice that he gave them a good ending, I guess. Look who just woke up. Don't tell me you don't find it strange. What? Him dying at such a convenient moment. Too convenient, I'd say. If it had happened just a few hours earlier, everything would have gone to waste. How do you know so precisely when it would happen? Heh. I didn't. That's reassuring. Oh good, now you're going to start appreciating me right and wrong too? Why do you look at me like that? Hey, I just lied to him. He lied to the whole world. He deserved a little punishment, didn't he? Besides, he went to talk to her. He'll find out eventually. Do you think he'll get mad? Of course he will. But then he'll remember that my way of doing things once again worked. And he'll forget about it. I want to ask you something. Do you really believe that if she had known everything from the start, her connection with Clover would have been as authentic as it was? Nobody wants to be part of a farce. I didn't force anyone to do anything. She saw all this pain and lying to him was the least she could do. She decided to do it. It's not about lying or telling the truth, nor is it about doing the right thing nor the wrong thing. It's about getting results. But I guess it's easier to just call me the movie's villain. So he tricked that girl. I guess we all have our little lies. And that is the end. It was a pretty good game. I just, it was confusing. What is this place? This is where everything changed for me. I hid in a small town near this island when I needed to vanish. I see, but how did you find this place? By accident, really. I was looking for somewhere off-grid, totally disconnected. I didn't want anyone to recognize me. So I started visiting islands in the middle of the Pacific, little towns, which eventually led me to discover this island. Well, what better place to disappear than a tropical oasis? Okay, but why did you bring me here? I want you to meet someone very special to me. Follow me. Whoa, what is this thing? It looks like something out of an ancient history documentary. It's an ancient monolith. Well, this one isn't ancient since Andre recreated for a message. It says something? Oh, kind of like a hieroglyph? Basically, but you get to interact with it, kind of like a game or a giant puzzle. No way, I love puzzles. Can I try? Slow down there. Let me show you how it's done. Follow me, but watch your step. There is more gameplay. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I think I had the right idea though. Yeah, I didn't know you had a knack for solving cryptic ancient puzzles. Give me that treasure if you don't want to lose your heads. Huh? Who's that? How dare you speak like that in front of one of the most legendary pirates of modern times? I didn't know there were modern pirates. Cool. The great Maisie K. Kendrick demands you hand the treasure over to me. What is she talking about? You may try to hide it from me, but this map reveals it all. A map? Let me have a look at that. Okay, well, I can't read that. Oh, I see. They're all sayings that they say. Cute! That's funny. Where is it? Where's the treasure? This isn't a map. Then what is it? How should I know? Way too whispering about. Don't try anything funny. But of course, the treasure. How could I have forgotten? It's just over there. Where? Where is it? See those monoliths right behind us? Follow the line they draw until you find a broken boat. It's right below it. And don't forget your shovel. Treasure, arg! Weird. Okay, where were we? There's one more left. Let's go. Okay. How am I supposed to pass this? How is this? I'm gonna look it up. You probably won't have it though. I do not see it, which means I have to figure it out for myself. Oh, I've got an idea. Okay. There we go. You said they were hieroglyphs, right? What did you write them on? Clover and more. Clover what? What does that even mean? Or who did he write them for? I was like, what is he talking about? He wrote them for Clover and more. That might actually be the end. And that's the end. Hey everybody, stay tuned. I post every Sunday with the occasional bonus videos. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for future notifications. Add me on my socials. You got Twitter, you got TikTok, you got Instagram. I got 2 of them. One of them's got that cat content I know everybody wants. If there's something you guys would like to see, DM me. Let me know. Maybe it's something that I can do. And you guys all stay safe. I love you all. Thanks for following.